Thanks for joining me on this walk talk. It's a special walk talk, a special day here at Refuge Ranch because we're pouring the concrete roof on our house here in Mexico. A wooden form has been constructed over a period of weeks, including a lot of supporting beams, and now we have 18 men that are working hard at quickly mixing and hauling and pouring that concrete to form our roof here on our house. While the guys are hauling the concrete up on the roof into the form that will make our roof, I just wanted to show you the 160 plus temporary pillars that are installed here underneath the roof to hold up all that extraordinary weight of that concrete until it dries and cures. There's over 160 of these pillars here that hold up this wooden form. Let me aim it up there. There's the bottom of the form that they're pouring the concrete on right now, and all these forms, they're only about 3 feet apart. I can just walk between these here. That's what's holding this all up. All that work that's got to be taken down eventually, just as a temporary form for the concrete roof. And so it's the next morning after the pouring of the concrete roof of our house here in Mexico. I would have liked to have seen the whole process go much faster. It seems like our contractor and his helpers spent just weeks getting that form ready on the roof and propping it up with over 160 wooden pillars. I was tempted to tell him, why don't you cut that down in number and get on with it, and let's get pouring the roof and move ahead. But I realized in my saner moments, like now, that he needed to take his time, even though it was a slowness of time that I would have preferred to have speeded up. It reminds me of what the Apostle Peter writes in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. The Lord is not slow in keeping his promises, as some understand slowness. Instead, he is patient with you, not wanting anyone to perish, but everyone to come to repentance. And so Peter's reminding his readers that they might think God acts slowly many times, especially in his second coming, but that he has a purpose. He wants more to come to him. And so in many situations, I believe, God seems to be operating slower than we'd like him to. But just as this contractor had his reasons for going about this more slowly than I thought he should, he did so for the reason of having a strong roof that won't fall in on us someday when we're living in it. And so the Lord's slowness is really not slowness in the long run, in the ultimate picture of things. And that's where faith and trust comes in. When we feel God is acting slowly, to reaffirm our faith and trust in him at such times. Thanks for joining me on this walk talk, and keep walking with Jesus.